What's up, everyone? Razzle here, coming to you with another episode of wrong button. Another episode of Feed the Beast Unstable. And guys, we're going to do quite a bit today. Actually, if my plans serve me correctly. Now, give you guys a little overview of what's been going on. I know I showed you guys this. I have not showed you guys this. I actually streamed earlier today, and actually, with the tutelage of a good buddy of mine, I made this. Now, granted, it can only hold 1,000 items. But guys, I'm going to tell you, straight up tell you now, creating stuff like this 16K storage, in all honesty, I mean, it literally took me like 5 minutes to make that 1K. I'm guessing I could probably have a 16K in probably 10 minutes. So yeah. I don't know yet how, I don't know how, like, I could transfer things. I don't know yet. But we're going to look at some things, though. We really are. We're going to get into that. But here's the thing. It's time to have some. Okay. So, I spent like an hour to an hour and a half in the nether trying to kill a ghast. Okay? I was unable to do so. Everything that I've read shows that you should be able to kill a ghast and it will go into the cursed lasso. That's the way it works in 1.89. That's the way it worked in the XP pack when I did it. However, I killed like 4 or 5 ghasts. No dice. Got not one kill. Or no, I'm sorry, not one kill. I got kills. Not one curse. I even tried to catch one and died in the process of it. So here's what we're going to do. I don't do this very often. I really don't. As a matter of fact, I do it very, very rarely. But what we're going to do is I'm going to set the bat free. Now, you keep your cursed lassos, stuff like that. You keep those lassos whenever you do that. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to look up the ring. I just did that like an idiot. I don't know. Hang on a second, guys. Let's see if we can do this. So, let's do recipe for the ring. Yeah, see, I don't think I could give myself one. I gave myself the ring, but I can't give myself the stuff inside of it. Just because you just can't do that. So here's what we're going to do. I gave myself the ring, but what we're going to do is we're going to come back, and I want to show this to you guys off camera. If you come in here and you look at this cursed lasso, you got to have a resonating crystal, two glass, and 4 gold. As you can see, there's 4 gold. There's 2 glass, and then I gave away my bat. And my death in the nether, I believe, would show my dedication to getting this freaking ghast. Whoa. So now we have flight. Now, the kicker to this is this. We got to slow this down. That's the kicker. Okay, we turn that off. Run in all directions. Turn that off. We'll turn off this right here. There we go. find we need to fly long distances. Now, with this comes great cost. Because, see, I only have 10 left. Now, what we need to make is this chunk loader. Because, as you know, villager under contract. I don't know exactly how you capture a villager under contract, because I don't know how you know which villagers is under contract. We can make the stuff for the chunk loader. That's not a problem. At this point in time, I'm really not going to worry about it, just because. Just because. Now, the other thing we're going to make. No, not the other thing we're going to make. The other thing we're going to talk about is this being 1.10, being experimental. We need to do some sticks. We need to do some impregnated sticks so we can start. We'll tell you guys. We got us some good old bees. We do, really. We got us some bees rolling. This right here. I need to take a meadow. And one of my... really doesn't matter which one. I just need to make sure that I got a common. That's a meadows. So this common, this meadows should mate and become full-blown happy bees. What? These dudes over here are doing work. They're just doing their thing, making their stuff. Now, something else I did, like I said, I don't change mod packs very often. Normally, when I get a mod pack, I leave it alone. I typically order. I typically add Optifine and better sprinting, just because I like to be able just to sprint all the time. What I did in this mod pack is, if you look up solar, you will see these Solar Flux Reborn solar panels. Now, these are just like Solar Flux back in 1.7.9. It's the exact same thing. Matter of fact, if you look up the @Solar Flux, you'll get all these upgrades. These are the exact same upgrades that was in Solar Flux Reborn. Okay, but not Solar Flux Reborn, but Solar Flux. But here's the thing to this, okay? These, for some reason, were not showing up. And they should have been. Now, me, like I said, I typically don't change mod packs, but I did find where there was a fix for this. And what I did is I went in, and all I had to do is change the config file to tell it to allow these solar panels. They weren't disabled. The entry just wasn't there to tell them to add onto the game. So I did that, and it brought them in. Now, however, that being said, much controversy is probably going to come about from this. That's going to be our main source of power. Just to let you know, I'm not into doing any kind of lava generators. I'm not into doing anything like that. What I'm into is getting those things up, making capacitors, probably doing some of the 25 million capacitors if I can afford them eventually, and just doing it that way. That way we don't have to worry about it. In all honesty, I want to stay as far away from IC2 as I can. Just because of the problems I've seen with it in 1.10. The main thing being your machines blow up. If you connect up the wrong stuff accidentally, boom, you've lost the machine. You're starting all over. Now, something I did get from the Nether during the stream was a whole bunch of Ardite and Manulin. Yes, we got boatloads of Ardite and Manulin. Just metric boatloads of it. Now I'm hoping I have not. I'm gonna have ingots left over. Nuggets. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna get we upgrade our system now. Eventually, what I am going to do is I'm going to get enough resonating crystals to go and do that stuff. Now, but what we're going to do first at Aroma, we're going to make these blocks. So basically, all we need to do is make make stone bricks. And hit with this thing right here. This thing right here needs to have so this thing here is going to be a piece of cake. I need so let's do this. I need a piece of flint. 4 of those. Some sticks. A stone brick. Now, we'll just get a stack of stone brick. Because we're going to need one piece of stone brick. We're going to need 14 of these things. Wait, what? Wrong one. We need 14, so it's... There, we'll get 16 of them. Okay, so we'll make this right here. So we're going to make this pickaxe. It takes cobble. I thought it was a... Alright. What? Okay, so that's 14 of them. So now... We'll come in over here and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to add these in there. Now, take and light it. We're going to the mining dimension. Holy crap, why did it spawn me under? What? First of all, how am I flying? Alrighty then. Second of all, what are the trees doing here? And third, I swear I seen a building. I didn't see a building. I just thought I did. Huh. Mining dimension's got trees in it. Who would have known? Well, good news is, guys, we got a boatload of wood. Bad news is I think I'm not really sure how many trees is here. I got them all. Oh, I'm out of power. Anyways, guys, so here's what the plan is. The plan is to come right here. I don't know what that is. And to dig down. Say, like, I don't know. Down to ground level. And then what we'll do from there is we will put the turtle out. Now, before we can do that, we got to chunk load this area. Oh my God. This is nuts. 35 slime balls. Oh, wow. That's not all of them. They're still coming down. And we got 46 slime balls. We're good on slime balls for a while. And we're good on spruce saplings, too. I just want to get into the mining dimension, guys, and just kind of see what was here. What I've never seen a mining dimension like this, but Roma did change it. What? Oh, wow. That was pretty quick. Now, we can make this thing right here that'll automatically take us there. It's pretty cool. But let me get some more things together, guys. And then, yeah. Let me get some more things again. I never envisioned I would get like 2 stacks of spruce. So, let me get some more things together, guys. And then we'll come back and we'll do some... I know I was going to show you. Before I let you guys go on this one. On bees, by default, you cannot see what takes a bee make another bee. So what I did is I took and installed and put a mod on here called Just Enough Forestry Bees or something like that. And all it does is it tells you how to make bees. So, like, what I'm in the process now, if you come over here, it's nighttime. So, that's probably why I can't fly. This area might be chunk loaded. I don't even know. I highly doubt it is, but it may be. So what I'm doing now is we are making common drones. We're trying to get common drones. We do, however, have some cultivated somewhere. There's a cultivated princess. I think to make a noble, you gotta have cultivated drones. So in all honesty, once I get, what I probably would need to do is find one of these cultivated drones, analyze him. He's a cultivated forest, and that's a cultivated. So I don't know if I have a cultivated. Cultivated forest. That's a cultivated common. So I could probably take this one, put it back here, and this one right here. Probably pull the cultivated off of it. So make this here a full-blown cultivated. So we get babies. And then we can start running cultivateds. Because the whole idea of it is to get as many of these as you can drones. Because, actually, we'll just go ahead and just record this whole episode, and I'll show you guys how this little device right here works. So let's get some bees. Let's get some meadows drones. And what we're going to do, I got 4. I actually need more than 4. If I have any extras over here somewhere. There's 43 there. 6 there. She's not full on meadows. Either she. Okay. We'll just do it with 4. Okay, so basically, let's say we got this cultivated, right? And cultivated, basically what it is you will learn research based off of the bee. So like cultivated, like you can find noble stuff and stuff like that because a cultivated bee turns into a noble bee. So does common. So here's the thing. This is like memory game. You have to examine species, and what this is going to do, this is going to show you 2 spots out of the 6. So there's a valiant drone and a tipsy drone. So you got a book to select. So there's the valiant. I mix it with the valiant. There's a light gray. I mix with light gray and tipsy. So that means I got chance for success and is highest. New species sinister. So I learned a new species. Okay, so I can do the same thing. A boggy and a lime. There's lime. So I missed out on that one. So now I don't have any more bees, so I got to wing it. Alright, so that's cultivated. Glacial. Phantasmal. Missed it. Miss it again. Miss it again. Alright. Miss it again. I'm pretty sure there's a pattern to this, and I just haven't really sat down and thought about it. So this one and that one made. So it's up one. So would it be this one and that one? Nope. That was an agrarian and a avenger. Oh, miss again. That's the whole idea of it. You learn research, which makes you more likely to get bee breeding. There we go. We got another one. So, new species sinister. I got an industrious the other day and didn't know it. There's another sinister. So basically, I'm learning how to make a sinister bee. Majestic. And basically, when we get a noble, we'll want to do the same thing. There's an unweary. Oh god, I can't hold anymore. So let's do this. So it says already memorized that. Already memorized that. There we go. See, it says I've already learned these two. See, and now if you look at the you know what, guys? I already fixed it. So yeah, if you do a T and you look right here, you'll see that I've learned a bunch of stuff. And basically, you just keep doing that. And as you're like if I want to do common stuff, I can do a common B. Oh wow. Oh, it's because he's a common and a cultivated. Wow, I just unlocked a diligent. 16 honeycombs, too. That's what's crazy about the whole ordeal. See, you feel more confident in your ability to breed a common with a cultivated to make a diligent. How cool is that? I'm guessing. Ooh, tricky. That was a blue and that was a cultivated. So I don't know, guys. I mean, this seems like it's going to be pretty wild to learn. What if these bees are reloading themselves? I don't know if they are or not. They may be. Yeah, this bee did. So I think they made a common. Let's learn. Let's look at her and see what she's. Oh yeah, she's a Meadows common. So, what I'm going to work on off camera is actually getting some of the frames to actually do this. These where they at? Some of these impregnated. Production 2 times. The proven frames, they don't decay as fast. Place proven frames in an apiary. I guess you can't buy them. But you can make these though. What we gotta have impregnated sticks. And all you gotta do is put 2 logs into a carpenter, get impregnated sticks. So what we can do is we can come over here. Already got coal. All we gotta do is get some wood. Let's take and put this right here, and we'll end the video right after this right here. We'll be moving up. Once we get this storage system up to snuff, off camera I'm probably going to add a bunch of storage to it. Not a bunch of storage. I'm going to add some storage to it. And we'll just go from there. I'm just going to start chunking this stuff. Well, not them. Start chunking this stuff in here. Not the apples, because I know where the apples go. They go right here. And, 46 slime balls. What we're going to do is take and throw this stuff right here away. Just verify that stuff did despawn. Okay, so I need a bucket so I can get lava. I got coal. Need some logs. We'll get a stick. We'll get a stack of those impregnated sticks. So I think what we gotta do is we gotta do this right here. And what it says for the proof for these impregnated frames? Yeah, into it. Okay, so now what we gotta do is we gotta. And there you go. I think it takes like 100, 100 millibuckets. I mean, push comes to shove. Really, villager? I can harvest this stuff. We are going to look at maybe getting a farming station up. And maybe just letting it run and harvest our, some wheat right here. And set it up to do like a, I don't think there's a harvester in here. Progressive automation. Yeah, so what? How do you make that thing? Slime. How do you make that thing? That thing is awesome. Cobalt pickaxe head, slime tool rod, and an ardite binding. I wonder if we can make that. How crazy would that thing be? Anyways, guys, I've had taken up enough of your time today. That's gonna be all for this video, guys. I was just derping around, trying to figure things out on 1.10. But yeah, so that's gonna be all for this episode, guys. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you would, share it with the world. If you hadn't done so already, subscribe to the RazzleDazzle. Because now we are streaming Minecraft as well. So until next time, guys, this is Razzle, and I'm out.